What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of KM Videos, True Stories.
This is Los Angeles.
Today's episode takes place on South Hoover Street in South LA. Now, I was driving down Hoover Street North, headed to the house one afternoon. As I cross 65th Street, I see a group of guys to my left. Automatic assumption is those are Hoovers, possibly Menlos, possibly Brams. So I'm looking. And I spot the homie Roscoe and his brother-in-law Warren from the east side on Paloma between Jefferson and King Boulevard. So I bust a U-turn in the middle of Hoover Street. And they looking a little bit paranoid, trying to see who I am. I pull over to the curb, I jump out. What's up, nigga? We greet each other, we hug each other, because I hadn't seen Roscoe since 83, maybe 84. Roscoe had caught a case, he caught a shooting and went to YA. And he paroled in 88. And this is when I'm going down Hoover Street in 88. He was fresh out and they had a spot. And the spot was booming. This is during the era of Daryl Gates' Operation Hammer. This is after the Karen Tashima shooting in Westwood. The murder rate may have been down at this time, but gang killings were at an all-time high. 60s and Hoovers cannot stand each other. And they don't get along with the Menlo gangsters either. The Brams, for some reason, didn't seem to have that same animosity and problems that the neighborhoods or the Menlos had at that time. Gang detail was up and down Hoover Street, up and down 64th, 65th, sweating a nigga balls. No matter where you went in that area and some of the surrounding areas, you seen 4 or 5 or more brothers jacked up against the wall with their hands behind their head, jerry curls dripping, starter jackets, ski jackets. So me and Roscoe kick it, we hang out, his brother-in-law leaves, and me and Roscoe still there catching up on old times. So after we kick it all day and catch up on old times, Roscoe asked for a ride to the house. They were staying in the jungle at this time on the street Training Day was filmed on, Palmwood Drive. So I take Roscoe home, and then I go to the house. The next morning, Roscoe calls me. He's like, Mac 1. I'm like, what's up? He's like, hey, I left a teddy bear in your car. Bring that teddy bear to the spot when you come out. I'm like, all right, no problem. My dumb ass jumps in the car and drives to the jungle, thinking I'm gonna pick Roscoe up or I'm gonna catch him before he leave the house. And it's a dead end street. I get out, they got gates and shit. Somebody come out the gate, I go in. I go knock on the door, nobody answers. Now I see some damus come up in there. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid schizophrenic at this point. I hesitate. I'm looking guilty, man, like I'm on a burglary or a robbery or some shit. And them niggas automatically, probably because of Roscoe, start dissing the hood. I don't say shit other than, man, let me get up out of here. They let me up out of there. I get in the car, I leave. Whew, got away from that one. So I head over to the spot on Hoover Street. So I head back toward the house and down 54th Street, cross Van Ness Avenue and then cross Wilton. There's a park to the right called Chesterfield Square Park, and the V&Gs be there a lot. There's about 5 V&Gs out there and some older dudes playing dominoes or getting their fix, whatever they do in that park. And so I run the stop sign. And the LAPD motorcycle cop pulls me over. I get pulled over and now I'm tripping because I got a 22 in the truck with me. And I'm fighting myself saying I should have kept going, I should have threw the gun. But then I'm saying, all this is because of Roscoe. Roscoe leaves a damn teddy bear in the truck with me. And he wants his teddy bear. So I'm mad at Roscoe. I'm cussing Roscoe out to myself. Then I'm cussing myself out. Now in my mind, I got beef with Kev Mac and Roscoe. But the cop does his job, gives me a ticket, and lets me go. I get to Hoover Street, bust a right, go down cross gauge, pull over, jump out at the spot. When I walk in the spot, Roscoe asked me, did I bring that? But he's saying it in a tone of it was something of importance or a secretive. And I'm like, what? He like, the teddy bear. I'm like, yeah. So he walks out the spot, goes to the truck, looks in the truck, and grabs a teddy bear. And we walk back in the spot. Man, he pulls out ounces of heroin and 4 ounces of crack. I'm like, oh shit, Roscoe. Like, nigga. He like, what? I'm like, nigga, I just got pulled over by the police. And he's like, yeah, police just pulled me over, nigga. And I was about to go to jail, nigga. What are you tripping off for? Why you didn't tell me? And he's still laughing. So we kick it all night. Anyway, at this spot, there's 30 Pyrus hanging there, 6 Deuce Brims, Playboy Hustlers, couple OVGs come through, and the 6'5 Menlos come through. And a boatload of females come through there. So it's like a pot of gumbo. Anybody could be there any given day. But now I'm there. And all day I'm clowning Roscoe about, nigga, I gotta get some get back for, like, nigga, I'ma get you for putting me in that situation and not telling me. Basically a DP. So we kick it all night. He smokes some weed, he drinks. I'm sitting there just being with my homeboy, catching up on old times still. Asking all kind of questions, what happened to you then, you know, all that type of stuff. I'm peeping the females that come through. I'm peeping the rivals that come through, how everything's cool. And that's what happens in LA. A lot of time the dope game will make you friendly with dudes from other sets. Your rivals become your friends because you buying work from them or you selling them work. Or maybe you grew up with them and you're not tripping what set they became from later on in life. Later that day, Roscoe says, let's walk to the liquor store over there on Gage. I'm like, nigga, is you tripping? He like, man, ain't nobody gonna do nothing around here. So I get the burner and we walk to the liquor store. Once again, I'm paranoid, schizophrenic, and a couple dudes come in there. Roscoe knew him. Now we walking back and we walk past this house with a dude in the front yard. And Roscoe says, what's up? He says, what's up? We keep walking. Then Roscoe said, hey, when you get out? He said, man, I just got out, man. Pop's living over here. So we keep walking. Roscoe said, that nigga from H.R. Gangster. I'm like, oh, all right. Boom, we get back to the spot. The homie's checking his money while I'm sitting there basically being stupid and wasting a day watching somebody else make some money. So now it's almost time to go because Roscoe's sack is about gone. All the heroin's gone. The crack is almost gone. He's giving out credit just to get off the whole sack for the day. And Roscoe decides he's going to go make a phone call. I think he was calling his wife. So he walks across Hoover Street in the dark. So I go put the burner up in the stash spot as Roscoe walks across the street. Now I done secured the gun. I done shut the doors. And I'm waiting on Roscoe to go make the phone call. But there's this Camaro coming down the street with his lights off. Roscoe turns and he's trying to tell them your headlights is off. Dude emerges from the passenger window and dumps on Roscoe. Boom, 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 boom. But he misses. He blows out the back window of a car next to Roscoe and the side window of a car parked on that side of the street. Then he comes over the roof. Boom, boom, dumps on me and misses. I hide behind the Jeep. Only thing he hit was the house behind me. This dude is one of their shooters. He one of their reputables from 74 Hoover. He had a Jerry curl. We're not going to say his name, but he had a Jerry curl, if you know who he is. And I just got lucky that day, man. So much went on that day. Could have had a gun case. Could have had a dope case. Could have got killed. I'm like, man, Hoover ain't no joke. But for some reason, I like this shit. And I continued to come over there every day. We had a lot of activities. Believe me, there's a lot of different stories. What I'm saying is, this was a very dangerous area and a very dangerous era. And I would get up and go over there just to be with my homeboy every morning, all day, all night. Well, I might go hang out with Ice-T and Rhyme Syndicate for a minute.
All the Syndicate want to do tonight is get butt naked and fuck.
But this is where I dwelled. This is the type of atmosphere that I was accustomed to, used to, and it wouldn't be me without going to hang out with my partner, no matter how dangerous or no matter how much trouble we might get into. These are the depths that I would go to hang out with my partners. And there you have it. You have my close day that almost became my worst day. And thank you for watching. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, do whatever you need to do to make sure this video gets enough views that I'll continue to give you guys stories. That's it for today. Take it easy. Much love. Salute.
Yo MTV Raps talked to LL Cool J, and we asked him if he thought rap was getting a bad rap.
Well, Charles Manson was killing people. Son of Sam killed people. Abraham Lincoln got shot in the head. Boom! It didn't have nothing to do with rap. Yeah. So violence has been here. Cavemen were dragging women to caves, you know. And violence has been here since the beginning of time. It has nothing to do with music.
Shit, the strong even die. It's out. This is Los Angeles.